All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about something that I think a lot of us feel, but we really struggle to find the words for. It's that weird kind of nagging feeling that the friendships that used to be our whole world maybe just don't fit anymore. And that can feel pretty strange, and honestly, a little lonely. So here's the big question, right? Is it really that you've outgrown your friends, or is it something else? Is it that every time you're around them, you just feel completely wiped out? It's a really confusing place to be for sure, but it turns out it's a super common part of growing as a person.
So what's actually happening here? What's the cause? Well, it's probably not you being a bad friend, and it's not necessarily them doing anything wrong either. In fact, psychology has a name for this whole process. It's called value drift.
So what is value drift? Basically, it's just the idea that as you grow and change, what you care about, your core priorities, your beliefs, they change too. But the drift part happens when you're moving in a new direction and your social circle, well, they're kind of staying in the same place. It's a totally natural part of evolving.
And this little chart here, it kind of breaks it down perfectly. Maybe then your main priority was just being social all the time, hanging out with people you had a long history with. But now you're looking for something deeper, a real connection, based on a shared mindset. You might be swapping those high-energy nights for calmer, more real interactions. Does any of that ring a bell?
Okay, so let's see how this actually shows up in real life, because this feeling doesn't just come out of nowhere. It pops up in some very specific ways. We're going to walk through 5 of the biggest signs that you're in the middle of this kind of personal evolution. All right, sign number 1. This one is all about what you talk about. Oh, you know this feeling. You get together and you're just talking about the same old stuff. The same memories, the same gossip, the same complaints. There's just no spark, right? No new ideas, and you leave feeling like you just went through the motions instead of really connecting with someone.
Okay, let's move on to sign number 2. And this one, you can actually feel it in your body.
The best friendships are supposed to fill you up, not empty you out. So if you're consistently walking away from hangouts feeling just totally wiped out, mentally and emotionally, that is your nervous system screaming at you that the energy in that friendship is just not flowing both ways anymore.
Now for our 3rd sign. This one gets into the nitty-gritty of your day-to-day life.
Look, people just grow in different directions. It's a fact of life. Maybe you've gotten really into your health, or you're pouring all your energy into a new passion project. When your lifestyle and what you care about starts to really diverge from your friends, a gap just naturally starts to form.
Number 4 is about what you do, not just what you feel.
Oof, pay attention to this one. When, "Oh, I'm just too busy," becomes your go-to answer, a lot of the time it's your subconscious trying to protect your energy. You're not trying to be a bad friend on purpose, you're just unconsciously trying to avoid something that you know is going to drain you.
And our final sign. This might be the most telling one of all.
Yeah. When a quiet night at home by yourself feels more relaxing and restorative than a night out with your friends, that's a huge indicator. It means the friendship has become a source of stress, not comfort. And choosing to be alone is really just a form of self-preservation.
So we've seen the signs, but let's dig a little deeper. Why does that bond, that connection, start to feel so weak? What is going on in our brains that makes it feel like we just can't even try anymore?
Well, this brings us to a really important idea: attachment depletion. The best way to think about it is like your social energy is a bank account. Your brain is smart. It's not going to keep making deposits into an account that gives 0 return. So when a connection stops feeling good or nourishing, your mind just naturally stops putting energy into it.
And you can really see the difference here, can't you? A good reciprocal bond is energizing. It feels easy because you're both supporting each other. But a depleted bond? It's just draining. It feels like hard work because all the effort is coming from one side. It's the difference between something that lifts you up and something that just weighs you down.
Now, I know everything we've talked about can feel really heavy. It can feel like you're failing at being a good friend. But I want us to totally reframe this. This isn't about losing something. This is about gaining something. This is about growth.
I want you to really let that sink in. This feeling you have, it is not a failure. It is not a red flag telling you something's wrong with you. It is a green flag. It's a sign that you are evolving, that you're growing, and that you're getting way more in tune with what you actually need from the people in your life.
So what are you evolving toward? You're looking for something better. You're moving towards deeper, more real connections. You want calmer, healthier interactions. You're looking for friendships that actually match who you are right now. You are instinctively trying to build a social circle that nourishes you instead of draining you. And that is a beautiful, healthy thing.
So, we'll end with this thought. Maybe the most important question isn't about who you're leaving behind. Maybe it's about who you are becoming, and because of that, who you are making space for in your life. If this is your evolution, what does that next version of you and your friendships look like? Now that's an exciting thing to think about.